Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. It's the end of the season. It's going to be the end of my career mode in F1 2024. A week today, the new game comes out. And a week today, we'll be starting a new career mode without a shadow of a doubt. And then a week after, me and Sam will be doing our career mode. But that is then. This is now. We've absolutely annihilated the championship. We've absolutely annihilated the constructors. This has been everything that we've done. So this is two, apart from obviously today's race. This is everything we've done up to now. And yeah, it's been two really good seasons. I'm glad that I've finally found the time to do the career modes. I really enjoy them. I really do. It's really good to get them done. And I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the career modes next game, obviously, as well as setups. Regarding setups for next game, which is next week, I'm going to wait about 3 to 4 weeks before I actually start doing F1 setups. I'm going to get, obviously, the setups that I put out for you guys as members. I'm going to get them done as soon as possible, and then I can constantly keep updating and tweaking those as the game progresses. But as for the F1 setups that I put out on my channel, for you guys, I'm just going to do them as and when, because the game will come out on Tuesday for those who have early access, and then by Friday there'll be an update where things change, and then about a month will go by, and then or a week will go by, and then they'll update it again, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to wait and bide my time rather than put out the video on a Wednesday after the Tuesday with the first setup, and then 6 months, 8 months time, I get a load of abuse saying that this setup is no good, even though I write day one setup in the title. I just get a load of abuse, and I can't be bothered for any of that. So what I shall do going forward, I shall wait a few weeks, and then I'll put setups out. But that's then. This is now. Let's find out what we can do. We have no specialists. Oh dear. I don't think we have anything in the R&D either. George has a major one, which will come for next season. There isn't going to be a next season, unfortunately. There will only be a new season. But we still have to do Abu Dhabi. Old Yas Marina. So let's go and do it. Let's get over and done with. Race 48 of 48. I think you should do a classic career on older F1 game like 20. Ooh, Gary. That, my friend, is an absolute shout. I think, to go back to where it all started, I'm sure 2020 was the white Sophia liveried Williams. And unfortunately, in 2020, Williams were absolutely dog rough. You know, I think I might just dig out 2020 and do it, mate. Was Sochi, was Russia as well still in 2020? Because Russia, believe it or not, I really enjoyed it as a circuit. Sure, Vietnam. Was Vietnam in 2020 or was that 2021? Was Vietnam in 2020 or was that 2021? Classic Cars 2. I think it's got to be done, mate. I think that's a really good shout, and I need to dig out 2020. Yes. Yes. I think that's what I'm going to do, mate. I think I'm going to do it. I also, obviously, have to get a setup sorted out. That's going to be my main priority. Get a setup sorted out. Me and Sam want to crack on and do a career mode right from the very beginning of the game. I believe Sam's getting the game on Friday. So the following Monday, me and Sam will obviously have a stream out. It's going to be fun. Next game's going to be... If next game comes out of the box as this one finishes, the game will be good. The game's obviously not great now. There are a lot of bugs still. But... but yeah. I just hope they focus more on the game rather than focus more on the story mode, because after you've played the story mode once, even if you play the story mode, and that's a big if, it's only a one-time play thing. I've never seen anybody, you know, excited for the career mode. In fact, the very first time they brought out the career mode, I played... I think I played it like weeks after it came out. Then the next career mode, I completely played it offline. Yeah, I'll be on as well on early release. I'll be doing starting my career mode. Starting a new career mode myself. But yeah, as for setups, I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna wait and see what happens. Because obviously, if the game comes out and like F1 24 was, F1 24 was pretty much unplayable. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Abu Dhabi, one of my least favourite tracks, if favourite is even a word. My least favoured.
Welcome along, everybody. It's the fastest day of the week, qualifying Saturday, and we're here in Abu Dhabi.
Here we go. Abu Dhabi. Let's do this. So the AI balance 3, I think, is 20-25 wings. But we are running 25-25 around here. Not at all. Do you know what? I'm going to do something for you guys now. I don't usually do it, right? But I'm going to show you guys my setup. Starting with 37, 39 wings. Transmission 100, 20, 100. Left, 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 left. Suspension. $34, 10, 10, 21, 46. Brakes. Obviously, the brake bias changes depending on what corner you enter. But I start off with a standard 57. And then there's my tyre pressures. And it's all equal way. I know the tyre pressures look funky, right? But trust me, it's all equal. The tyre wear, I mean. If you run max pressures on around this circuit, you'll see. See the difference? Have a look at these tyre pressures and then have a look at max tyre pressures and you'll see. But let's go and do our first run.
Right, the car's ready.
Let's find out what we do. But yeah, if you want the setup for Abu Dhabi, or the setup to use, there you go. Be aware, it is a stiff one. That's what she said. But sometimes, the stiffer, the better. Ooh, that's a bit bright in here. I am going to be slow in the straights. Unfortunately, Abu Dhabi is all about straights. You do AXP. Good man. It'll be interesting to see what team comes out last. If it's like real life, it should be Aston Martin, but I fear it's going to be Sauber. Nobody wants to drive that green snotty car. So I want to I hope it's going to be Aston, because if it's Aston, I think I found my team that I'm going to do mine and Sam's career mode with. But here goes for the first run.
Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Oh, day off, Mark. We hadn't even set the time yet, mate. That's not a bad time. Not a bad time at all. It's not there, or it's not going to be there with George.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
But I hope to get a tow next time out, because I am running 37, 39 wings, and the setup is back at the back before I started qualifying. If you want to see it, you will be slower in the straights, obviously, to the AI, but the 37, 39 wings comes in real handy for sector 3, sorry. You can win and lose all the time in the hotel section. And obviously, if you can stay in the DRS, bide your time and just pick them off. At P4 for now. Laughing Bike went P5. I tell you what, I would also like to do, Gaz, as well. I would like to do a Ferrari playthrough. I might even like start off at the bottom. I might even go Haas again, because I started off at Haas last time out. But instead of going from Haas to Mercedes, I might go Haas Ferrari and take Ferrari to the top. And I might even team up alongside Kimi Antonelli, because obviously you get more control over everything next game. So I might sign Antonelli as my second driver. So Verstappen, I reckon George is going to do about a 20.8. Has George even set a lap yet? Oh, only a 21.1. Okay. you can see just with the wings that I'm running, and like I said, and I'll keep saying it, I showed the setup at the start of before start of qualifying. You can see just on how much time I gained in Sector 3. Yes, I lost out in Sector 1. Yes, lost out in Sector 2. But in Sector 3, I gained it all back. A 29.3 compared to Max's 29.7. So sometimes you have to leave out the straights and just focus on where.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Where you can gain the most time, and unfortunately around Abu Dhabi you gain the most time in Sector 3. Because I could quite easily make a setup that matches the AI, but when you get to above level 100 on the AI with the update, they gain so much time. As a little thing like aerodynamics and tyre wear doesn't really affect the AI. They still get unreal exits out of corners. I'm going to do this lap, see if I can improve. And then for my final run, take the last kilo of fuel out of the car. And then see if I can't get a tow. And I think with a tow, we should be P1, P2, but starting P5 would be okay as well. Bloody bright around here though.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Lost a little bit of time. Lost about 2/10 in the last corner. Oh, we'll take it. We will take that one. And that's how dominant a Season 2 car can really be. Like, you wait until next Monday when me and Sam do Abu Dhabi. we did Brazil last night. I qualified P17 in the sprint and P14 in the race. And yeah, I did even faster times with me and Sam than I actually did on my own, and I qualified P17 and P14 for the race. And it's just crazy. Right, now we wait. I honestly expected George, though, to go a lot faster than what he actually has done. But then they have got their second run to go, so we'll have to see what happens. Still telling me I can go just over 2 tenths faster. There isn't much in it between me and Max. See it? I was a 10th off my first run in Sector 3 as well. George's fastest first set there. Danny Rick. Such a shame what happened to him, man. Feels like a lifetime ago that Danny Rick did his last race at Kota. An absolute lifetime ago. The man, the myth, the legend. Such a shame. Such a shame. Right, we're just waiting for everybody else to come out, and I think it's now.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Yeah, there goes George. I might even stay by you. Beep beep, Nico. Might even jump behind Lando, I think. Who's in front of Lando? Sergio Perez. Yeah. Perez chickened out. I think I'm a bit too far behind George. Aww.
30 seconds left in the session.
They're really scruffy up there now. Really scruffy. P1. P1, Sebastian. P1. 20.6.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Max didn't improve. What was my my final sector? Yeah. So my last run, I had the best final sector. Identical firsts. Although my lap should have been invalidated technically because I went off track. But yeah, I'm happy with that. A 20.6. Happy. No experience, no racecraft, awareness, a bit of pace. It's nice to see, like, you gain a bit of pace rather rather than lose 500 like I have been. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. Slap up George for one last time. Let's start on the mediums. Box around lap 12, 13. And then, yeah. End of the
It's time
season.
then for one final race in this year's Formula One World Championship. It's time to take a look at us. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend,
Anthony Davidson.
Okay, so I know we've already won the championship, and it's amazing, but it's not time to switch off yet. We can relax in this race, but I want you to enjoy it. I also want a strong result.
So there's no relaxing there, Mark, really, is it? None whatsoever. Right. Don't be alarmed, because these guys are going to go absolutely flying off the start. And I'm probably going to have to drain the majority of my battery as well to keep up. But after lap 2, it'll start to slow down. But here goes anyway. Choose 5 red lights. No dramas yet. Just being defensive from George. I'm gonna try and keep Leclerc behind me. Or not. So what happens on the start? It's because they're just so damn fast. It's okay though. We've got all race. Hamilton and Norris have already started battling. So potentially we could drop them by the time DRS comes around.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yep, we've already dropped. George is on the attack straight away. So many DRS zones around here. Look.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
That was a bit naughty, but needed to be done.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
George
No
is really
tyre
going for
concerns
it.
at the moment, just focus on the driving.
We've nearly dropped Leclerc as well. Trying to recharge your battery around here is so difficult. So much death as well. If you don't concentrate going to the castle section, we're at Abu Dhabi, no Baku. The hotel section. If you don't concentrate, there's so many track undulations in the hotel section. If you hit one of those wrong.
Okay, George is ahead of you. Right, let's go. Let's try and get past them and put them on the back foot. Push, push.
George, I am faster than you. Problem is, if I overtake George,
nice work. You smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
oh, I think I just messed up there. Oh, I played that to perfection. Messed up Leclerc's lap. And dropped him out of DRS. Lap 6 already, man. Tell you, the last couple of races I've had, even with Sam, like, time just goes so quick. Hamilton and Norris fighting all the time, which is good because obviously it just means a bigger gap.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Gotta be so careful. Getting on power even by here. Medium tires ain't good either around you. Rear tires are 19% and 20%. Temperatures are spiking a little bit, but there's not a lot you can do about the rear tire temps. Not really. You have to push as fast as the car in front of you. And like if he was in a long DRS train, you know, you can just take your time. Take it easier on the tires, but George is not allowing that to happen. Like, it is imperative that I stay in the DRS. If I don't stay in the DRS, George is going to just take off. Alonso's overtaken out there now. That place is changing hands all the time, and the good thing for us is that the more they battle, the bigger the gap grows. Obviously, you'd want more cars closer to you to fight with more cars. But around a circuit with 2 DRS straights, if you're out of the DRS, kinda sucks. Leclerc dropped that down to 2 seconds. Kind of need Leclerc to about 3 actually, by the time the pit stop window comes around. Obviously Mercedes pit bay is in front of Ferrari, and potentially if he pits the same time as I do, I could get held in the pits. I know it's not supposed to happen, but it does. $25-1. Tyres are screaming at me. It'll be much better when we go on the hards. Hards are such a good tyre around here. .7. Gonna box probably the end of lap 12, lap 13. And let's hope that we can get Leclerc to about 3.5 by that point. George just taking off out the corners again. I know I said that Abu Dhabi is probably one of my least favourite circuits, but sometimes when you get a good setup,
we're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Get in a rhythm. Abu Dhabi can be quite fun. All the circuits can be quite fun when you get that rhythm. But you have to get that rhythm. Time's flying as well. Like I said, about 11 laps already. I have to overtake George at some point as well before I pit, just in case George has ideas of boxing first. You can tell how slow we actually are. George's fastest lap was a 23.4 and I just did a 25.6. These mediums aren't very good at all.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
Oh yes. Losing tyre grip we are. Don't worry, George, I'll get you next lap, mate. Next lap.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
I know, Mark. This is the lap we do it, Mark.
Box, box, we're coming in this lap.
Oh. The amount of times I've lost the front end at that corner and just spun straight into the wall.
Okay, mate, George, ahead now. We can't let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
I'm gonna do it, Mark. This is the lap.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work.
Problem is, George is a little bit close for me to defend this.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
You should have made a move sooner. I gotta be careful now that I don't get a 3 seconds going into the pits. Seems good. Leclerc carried on too, so...
We had an issue removing the right rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us now and get back into this race.
Oh, that's me screwed then. Nah.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
That's not ideal. Not ideal at all. I ain't catching George now. Suppose the only thing going in my favour is that I'm
George
in free
is
air.
in the pits. He's in the pits now.
There he is. Damn it. Oh well. Our pit stop sucked.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
More concerned about the car in front. Look how much he's gained on me in the straights, man. Oh well, a poor pit stop is going to be the reason we didn't take victory at Abu Dhabi. So the gap was 2.9 then. You watch how much George has by the time we enter the long left-hander. And I'm obviously using battery and hot lap and everything else that goes with it. To be fair, I've driven the car off track a lot. .1. And I can't sustain this because look how low my battery is. Yeah, I can't keep up with this. Poor pit stop cost us. We keep pushing though, as obviously Leclerc is only 4.8 behind.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Gained so much time. Max could still yet get Charles, you know.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go.
We're making it as quick as we can, Mark. And my rear tyres are at 10% weight. Well, like I said, I can't keep that up with George. So sometimes.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Sometimes you just have to know when to quit. Can't keep pushing like I was.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Just annoys me that it's come down to a botched pit stop. Fuel's looking okay as well. I don't mind George winning one. But that's the thing with racing, you can't win them all. And these unforeseen things happen. Like pit stop, not in my control. I suppose like anything in life, you should only worry about the things that you can't control, right? Oh, that was stupid.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah, that was simply only because I dumped all my battery. Oh, what happened to Verstappen? Like, seriously, what happened to Verstappen? Bought me a bit of time with Leclerc as well. George did the same though in Brazil. No, Vegas. Should have been a 1-2. And the last one lap, he was side by side with Carlos Sainz, I think, and just spun it on his own. But we will be racing back here next week. As me and Sam conclude F1 24 co-op. Lap 24, 29. They're still all fighting like crazy. Could be a Ferrari 3-4, yeah? Tyres are going off at 20%. We've got to be careful now as well. I think I'm on 2 warnings. Kind of need to keep Charles where he currently is. So there's a moment I guess on battery, I'm just going to blast it. Just in case I do get a 3-sec. Can't believe how quick George has gone though, man. We got a pit stop nearly to Hamilton and Sainz.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Yeah, you say that, Mark, but the tyres feel like shit. Just like that. That's deep. Cost me 4/10, I did. Mark said that about the tyres, honestly. Got the clear back up to 4.6, 4.9. Oh, there we go. He must have had an issue going into that last corner. Sainz and Hamilton still fighting. '28 to 29. I'm struggling more with the front tyres than I am the rears, and that's odd. A fair play to George.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
McLaren 1-2, Ferrari 3-4 maybe? All going to depend on if Sainz can get past Hamilton. The GOAT. Half a second between them, Hamilton and Sainz. Sainz is passed. Oh, I think Hamilton blew it. Alonso's past Hamilton. And that's it. The end of the season. The end of the career mode.
Okay, good job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
We've seen a brilliant display of the Russell Hustle. It's
The
George
Russell
Russell
Hustle.
who wins.
The Russell Hustle was lucky today. The Russell Hustle. Well done, George.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners.
Race winners, career champions, constructors champions. think we're on nearly 1,000 points in the constructors. I think we was on 908 before
so
we
let's
started.
celebrate the end of the season, but I know a lot of you will be very sad out there thinking, what are you going to do without Formula One? Don't worry, folks. It'll be back before you know it. We'll see you next year.
It will be back before you know it, and it won't be next year either. It's going to be next week, actually. We're going to have the new game. Obviously, me and Sam got a lot of... got a lot to do. Right, let's have a look at the difference. Right, so let's have a look what my pit window was. So mine was a 146, right? My complete stop. George's a 143. So I lost a 46.8. I lost 3.2 in that pit stop. And then, to be fair, George slaughtered me. He was consistent. Yeah. And fair play. But I lost 3.2 in that pit stop. And that was the difference between winning and coming second. Perez crying again. I'm sure he was crying last night as well. Are we going to be 89 before the... Yes. Yes, we are. We're going to finish the season as 89 in the RTG. I might start next season, actually, even though that we're not going to do it. Let's see what my contract says. Let's see what happens, shall we? We'll end this season. We'll start a new one. And that's as far as we'll go. Contract event. Negotiations. Right, give me 65%. Otherwise, I'm walking away. No, I ain't taking that. It doesn't matter what I can do. So they will only give me 54%. I can't change the contract length either. Why can't I change the contract length? Okay. Alright, let's sign it then. Didn't have anybody come in for me either. So, like, Mercedes was the only option, really. Which is a bit meh. See, I've only gone up 1%. I kind of need that 45%. Anyway, let's start the season, the new season. Finish season. Constructors and Drivers Champion. Yep. We know. We just saw this, didn't we? Right, stats. Wins 17, pole position 7, 583 chatters, so that's what I got on my own. P1 finish, accolades earned 0, driver rating 89, so I went up plus 8%. So recognition 43% plus 4%. But yet I'm still only on 43%. Constructors Champion. For the second time, baby. ×2. I'll never forget that first season. Yeah, 24 races. Put a twist on high inflation. What does that mean? Only one earning can be active. What's this chip shorted? Only one upgrade can be purchased each calendar month. The team currently top the performance chart is required to remove one upgrade at random each weekend. Oh wow. Endless resources applied to every driver account. It's gotta be high inflation, right? It's good how they got the R&D scenarios in there. George with the flaps. And that's it, the looks of it. Driver moves. Sonoda to Alpine to replace Gasly. Gasly to move into Williams. Sargent is no longer driving. Behrman has been moved to Cash Up RB, replacing Ricciardo. That was obvious that was going to happen. So what is my thing with George? I want to see my driver. That's it. Now that we've. So this is my overall. Finish on the podium 38 times out of 48. Crazy. Absolute crazy. But that's me done. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. We're going to be doing something with iRacing tomorrow. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in. As always, absolute legends you are. Have a good evening. And I'll catch you.